Today is the day. It is time to talk about my wish list. I've made a lot of notes. Boylie's come to say hello. Lexi sits. Yes, I know my girl. Yeah, I've added I was busy this morning and I think I spent about a good hour like looking up the plants and really making a final decision. And then I got to a point where I was like, okay, I don't have much more room on my little piece of paper here. Maybe I should stop. I actually even made a list of plants that I added throughout this year and I've already gotten. So yeah, I've got a lot to cover with you guys. I found my list from last year. So I guess I'm going to show you the plants that I ended up scratching off my list of last year. And let me tell you, it was a lot. It was a lot. I am quite surprised by the amount of plants that I have crossed off my wish list this year. Excuse you. So yeah, get ready for another log video because we have a lot of plants to cover today. Hello everyone, welcome to my jungle story. I'm Jacqueline and I'm so excited for today's video. We can just drool over some beautiful plants. But before we do that, let's just quickly go over, and I say quickly, but I always end up talking for a very, very long time. But anyway, if you've been here for a while, you know this about me. So let's cover all of the plants that I got this year. So I'm just going to go down the list and I'm going to go over them quickly. I'm not going to get the plants out. I will just insert footage of them because I thought about this. Okay, I did think about this. As soon as I bring the plants out, that's when it starts going downhill and I cannot shut up about them. So yeah. I've also actually, before we start, I want to mention that there are actually also plants that I have taken off my wish list that I have purchased this last year a couple of times actually, and they just did not survive for me. They just did not do very well for me. I tried a couple of times with them and I've officially decided to scratch them off the wish list because I'm not getting them again and I'm not going to attempt again because they don't work for me and they don't work in my home. So, in no order whatsoever, I'm literally just going down the list, is Alocasia nobilis. I was able to scratch this one off my wish list. It was actually a new added plant onto... Why is it struggling so much with lighting? Like, are you serious? It is quite a gloomy day, to be fair, but I do have my grow lights on, so what's your problem, camera? Anyway, yeah, nobilis. I did not think that was going to be a plant that I was going to be able to get for like an okay price, and then all of a sudden plants.com got it on their website, and it wasn't a baby version either. It wasn't a little miniature plant. It was an established plant and like I think it was in a 12 centimeter pot. I still have it. It's still doing really great. It has been a while since it's given me a new leaf, but it's not dropped any leaves. I have had to take it out of my cabinet because it's getting too tall and it's getting quite close to the grow light, and I don't think it needs the highest amount of light, which is nice. So I've taken it out of my cabinet and it's still getting light from a grow light, but it's not like right there, you know? So I'm gonna see how it does there. Hopefully it gives me a new leaf soon. That would be nice. But yeah, I'm so happy about that one. I wanted just the regular one. I've been seeing a lot of variegated ones, specifically the pink one online, but I just really wanted like a regular one to see if I could handle it. And so far it's been a really easy one. So I'm very happy to scratch that one off my list. And then the next one after that I'd written down is one that I'm going to take off my wish list. And that is the Alocasia golden bone. I tried with that plant 3 times this year. And I tried this last year, 2025. I tried with quite a good size one because you can get them at just like in the garden center. I was able to get it from my work. Also, it just died. Seems to be a very, very sensitive one to root rot. I also ended up getting 2 little baby ones because I thought, okay, let's try with a baby one. Nah, they also both rotted on me. I tried with different substrates. I tried to rehab them in stratum, which is usually like if I go down the stratum route, I can get them going again. But even that, it just rotted. So I don't know, some of you guys said maybe you got a dud, maybe that's it. But I don't know. If the fact that I failed 3 times, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. So yeah, that one is going to be taken off my wish list. I'm not going to do it anymore. I can, if I want to try again, I can get one for my work and they're not expensive. It's like 12 euros for a medium sized one, but I don't know what it is, but it just wants to down me all the time. It wants to down me all the time. So I don't know what it is. I don't know. Anyway, I always have the option there, you know? And then next on the list was Alocasia no, wait, I did not get that one. Let's talk about that one at the end. Yeah, Anthurium Delta Force. We actually have 2 in our collection. Mitch has one and I've got one. That plant has gone down in price so much this last year. It just absolutely amazes me. So yeah, he ended up getting one that I got at my very first My Botanica that I went to in May this last year. And then I ended up getting another one recently from Harmony Plants, like 2 months ago. So yeah, we have a backup, but it seems to be quite a hardy one. The one that we had first, the one that's in Mitch's cabinet, has had thrips so many times and it just bounces back every single time. It seems to be quite a hardy one. So yeah, very happy about that one. And I'm actually very happy that we have 2. Because, you know, you never know. And they've gone down in price so much. I was able to get the one that I got 2 months ago for 15 euros, like not expensive at all. And it's a really fast grower. So yeah, got that one. Then Anthurium Michelle, we did get that one quite early in the year. And that one has become a 2025. I mean, you guys would have seen 2025 favorite Anthurium. It's just so stunning. It's so stunning. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Everything about that plant is absolute perfection. I mean, it was definitely, I mean, now they are being tissue cultured, so they are a lot cheaper and a lot more available. But I feel like I'm very happy that we made a decision to go ahead and buy one we bought one from Casa Botanica, and that was when they were just like exclusively selling them and they weren't in tissue culture yet, or they were, but not, it was like the beginning. So yeah, I feel very lucky to have one that we got. I mean, we did pay a hefty price for it. It was like 70 euros, which is quite expensive for an Anthurium. I mean, what we want to spend on one, I'll put it that way. But yeah, very glad that we took that off our wish list because it's become one of our favorite this last year. It's such a beautiful Anthurium. Next up, Anthurium Pap. That one has been a drama queen this past year. It's actually only now that it has started Bolly. I get it, my girl. Oh, any month, you're sitting right next to me. Any month. You can't sit on my lap, my girl. That can't happen. I know you want to. It's not possible. Well, it is possible, but just not very comfortable. Anthurium Pap, yes, we wanted a pure one, and we did end up getting one from Downtown Plant Club also. It was quite expensive, but I trust the fact that it's a pure one. And now that we have gotten our first leaf in quite a couple of months where it's not damaged, it's doing okay, because it did have no leaves for quite a while because of the thrips issue that Mitch had in his cabinet. So yeah, it's finally given us an okay leaf now. It's not perfect, far from, but I feel like what Anthurium leaf is, they are so easily damaged. But it looks really nice now. It looks really good. So yeah, I'm very happy about that it's finally doing well. And I feel, I don't know, I feel like it's a pure one. Again, I'll never know. I will never know. I don't know, it just looks like a pure one. Like the characteristics of that specific one does look like a pure one. And it's stunning. So yeah, very happy about that. Was also quite a hefty price tag. Now you can get one very cheap. But again, if you want like a pure one, And then I feel like it was more guaranteed then. I feel like anthuriums have exploded this past year, so I don't know. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. It's just like a gut feeling that I've got about that one. But yeah, very happy that we crossed that off our list. Next up, ooh, this one I'm very excited about because this one was one that I wanted so badly, and that's the Anthurium Dark Phoenix, and plants.com delivered yet again. Honestly, most of my collection is from that website, and they have never failed me. Never failed me. Even when I've gotten plants and they've not done very well, the customer service is so incredibly nice. You just always get the best treatment there, and I feel like the plants just look so healthy and so good. I don't know, that's just the experience that I've had. But yeah, the Dark Phoenix was it was a big wish list anthurium for me, and I did not think that I was going to get it this last year. And I was so surprised when plants.com came out with it, because I could find dark anthuriums, like dark phoenixes, at like plant markets, but they were quite expensive, and I ended up paying 20 euros for a baby one. But it is such an easy one. It has given me probably about 3 leaves since I unboxed it. I unboxed it with you guys. Yeah, it's just been such a trooper. It's done so well. It is so, so beautiful. So yeah, I'm very glad that I waited and I didn't get it at any market or anything like that, because they were quite expensive at the markets. But plants.com delivered, and they got an absolute stunning one, and I'm so happy about it. It's so beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then we are moving on to the Hoyas. So I have to turn the page because I feel like, have I gotten all of I don't have my 2024 list written down. I don't remember that anyway, but I got most of them. I did get most of them. No, wait a minute. What am I saying here? There's more. There is more Anthurium. That's right. I thought so. Of course. How can I forget about this one? Anthurium Wenlingeri. Also in my top 10 favorite houseplants of 2025. Stunning plants. It has given me no grief. It does seem to be one that gets thrips quite quickly, but I was able to tackle that very, very easily with just hanging a sachet with the preventative bugs for thrips. And it's given me quite a lot of leaves this last year. It's also flowered for me. It's not done that spirally thing yet. It's obviously not mature enough to do that, but it's been one of my favorite anthuriums as well. In the top 10, I've already posted that video, so I've got to have that notes open somewhere here. Yeah, those were the 2 anthuriums, Michelle and Wenlingeri. Those were 2 wishlist anthuriums. I got them this last year, and they are my favorites of this year, those 2. Stunning anthurium. The Wenlingeri for me is my favorite out of all of the different pendant varieties, and we've got, I know there's so many different varieties, but the ones that we have is a Spectable, Vitirifolium, and the Pallidiflorum, and I recently got a Anthurium Bockeri, I don't know the right way of saying that. That was also one that I really wanted. But the Wenlingeri, yes, it is the biggest one. I did buy it quite big. Again, it's one that I don't see very often online. It sells out so quickly. Do see them a lot at plant markets, specifically My Botanica. Equigenera, they've got, I wonder if the camera's going to pick that up. She just did such a big fart. Do you have no, if I talk to her, she's going to come over. I think she's got sore tummy. I don't know. That's really going to stink. And there's a fan also behind me. Can't smell anything yet. She must have a sore tummy. Anyway, yeah, Wenlingeri. If you want to get your hands on a strappy anthurium and you've not tried any of them yet, get that one. It's definitely the easiest one out of all of the ones that we've got. The other ones have given us a little bit more grief, but the Wenlingeri is just, I've got a thing for dark foliage, and that one definitely has beautiful, oh dear, there it is. That's nasty. I can see her in the viewfinder. I'm not going to turn around because I know she'll come over. She knows I'm talking about her. I'm going to move on. But yeah, anyways, she's ignoring me. She's choosing to ignore me. Then I also have, so this is a plant that I'm going to take off my wish list, and that's Anthurium forgetii, like the pure forgetii. Because I have tried my hand at a couple of different forgetii hybrids, and they are still quite finicky. So I feel like forgetii is just maybe not one for me and in this home. So yeah, I've scratched that off my list. I've got a couple of hybrids, and I'm gonna keep on trying with them and see how they do. But I'm not gonna go for the pure one because I feel like the pure one is gonna be even more of a headache. And then the regale, I did end up getting a regale, and I actually have two. However, I think one is not. I think it's something else. I don't know. But I do have a little baby regale, and I'm so excited about it. So happy about that one. So yeah, big year for Anthurium. And then moving on to Hoya. Hoya villosa, it did. Oh, I was so excited about this one. This one was actually one that I ordered at a garden center in the Netherlands, and Noriza went to go and pick it up for me because it was one that I was also not finding anywhere, like not online, not on markets. And I was even keeping my eye for it at markets. And even then I wasn't seeing it. I just was not seeing it. So the villosa is just everything about that plant. I love it. It's given me no grief this last year. It almost made it onto my top 10, but I just had other Hoya that just kind of bumped it down. But I just love the foliage of this one, the fuzziness. It is such a cool plant. Such a cool plant. I just absolutely love it. So yeah, I was so excited that and I'm so grateful as well. Thank you, Noriza, for going to pick it up for me. That was so nice of you. And I'm so happy I got it. I'm so happy I got it. It was definitely worth the wait, definitely. Hoya Bella, and I've just written down variegated. So I actually had all three of them. I had the regular one. Those were cuttings that I took of my mom's one that she got this year. I had inner variegated and outer variegated. I bought the inner and outer as cuttings, and the outer variegated I still have. It's doing very well. It's actually flowered for me. It seems to be a very easy one. However, the inner variegated one croaked on me. It seems to be a little bit more of a sensitive one. I know that Hoya Bella is quite sensitive to root rot, and it's a little bit more of a finicky one when it comes to watering. And I think that's where I went wrong there. So I do still have the inner variegated one on my list for 2026. I still have the outer variegated one, and I'm still very happy about it. But it's a very pretty one, and it seems to be as easy. It actually seems to be even easier than the regular one, because the regular one, the cuttings, I rooted them, I potted them up, and then they started rotting, so I had to start over again, whereas I never had to do that with the outer variegated one. So yeah, it seems to be easier than the regular one, and definitely easier than the inner variegated one, because that one just croaked on me. And then Hoya undulata, I did get this one from Aroid Market in 2025. I got it as an import, and I had to cut it up because I did lose part of it. I do still have another part, the only part of it left. It has given me a couple of new leaves. It also seems to be quite a sensitive one to watering. So that is something that I do have to be careful about. It's one that's looked very wrinkled in the past. It's actually in my cabinet. It's perked up, so it seems to be one that can survive my underwatering in my cabinet, so I'm very happy about that one. But yeah, I know it's undulata splash something. It's got some numbers on it. I don't know. I know there's lots of different undulata varieties. I just wanted an undulata for the flowers that this plant gets. It's just beautiful. But yeah, it's the Hoya undulata splash something. I don't know. I don't care. I just wanted an undulata, and I got one, so I'm very happy about that. And then this one was actually a by accident one, and that's the Hoya Black Cat. So This was actually one that if I did not accidentally buy this one, I would have taken this off my wish list because, I don't know, I've got lots of different Calistophylla varieties that look very, very similar to the black cat. But I actually rescued a Calistophylla this last year, and there were like 3 cuttings in the pot because it was quite a big pot. I actually got this plant for free. I found it in a garden center and I went up to the till to pay for it. It was only like €5. They had marked it down, but it was looking really, really rough. And the guy at the till said, I think it was the manager. He just said, you can have it. You know, we'll put it at like a 100% discount because it looked so bad. But I did say, like, I want to rescue this one. And I actually lost. There were a lot of cuttings in the pot. Only 3 cuttings survived. And I think there were a total of 7 cuttings in there. Were quite a lot. But yeah, I did have a case of root rot, like really, really badly. And it was definitely a journey with this one. I remember making that video and a lot of people commented saying, oh, that's not a rescue, like it looks absolutely fine. But as you can see now, only 3 cuttings survived out of all of them, so it was definitely a rescue. But one of those cuttings was a black cat. And I'm very excited about it, honestly. It was just kind of like a happy surprise because the newer leaves the older leaves, I mean, they looked awful, so it was kind of hard to tell what type of Calistophylla it is. And honestly, I didn't really care. I just wanted to rescue it. But the newer leaves that come out now is definitely 100% black cat, and it's so, so pretty. So yeah, I'm very happy about it. It's kind of like a win-win. Like I got to rescue a plant, which I love doing, and I ended up getting a wishlist plant out of it. So yeah, it was a nice surprise. Ooh, this one, Gunungading. Okay, this one has given me some grief lately. So I had to start with this plant. It was also an import, and yeah, a lot of the Hoyas that I got in that import, I did have to kind of start from cutting again, really, and like root it again. The Gunungading was one that I chopped up, and it did really well. Like it propagated really, really well, rooted very quickly. So I thought, oh great, I've got an easy Hoya on my hands here. And then I potted it up and I put it on a trellis system, put it in soil. I think I underwatered it, and that has caused dry rot. So yeah, I'm still trying to suss that one out. I think I'm going to chop it up again and start over because I seem to have a better go at this plant rooting it from a cutting, and maybe I just need to be on top of watering a little bit more. I don't know, but there's definitely some rotting issues going on there. The leaves looked very wrinkled for quite a while, and it perks up, but I don't know, it just seems to be a little bit on the more finicky side when it comes to watering. So I think I'm going to chop that one up and start again, but I'm still very happy that I scratched that off my wish list, because if I had not, I've seen so many Gunungadings. Even my mom got a cutting this year from Perfect Hoya, and I think she paid like €5 for a cutting, and it's doing really, really well, like really well. So it's definitely quite an easy Hoya, but I think I caused some rotting issues there. You know, my own fault. But yeah, if I hadn't gotten that one in the import, I would have definitely got one this year at a plant market, because I saw so many. Even the ghost version, the variegated version, they've all popped up as well. So yeah, I've been seeing a lot more Gunungading this last year. I love that name. I just love that name. But yeah, I'm very, very happy that I got one from our market. Definitely very healthy. It sun stresses absolutely beautifully in the summer. It's so beautiful. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with that one. I just need to figure it out a little bit, you know. And then this one is actually one that I only crossed off my officially. I feel like I got it at the beginning. I got it at the beginning of 25, but it was not what I wanted. And then I've learned that there are a lot of different varieties of Hoya clemensorium. And the one that I first got it's some type of subspecies, obviously, but it's not the one that gets the super big leaves. And again, there's so many different varieties out there that I'm not surprised if next year it's one of those plants that if you see a specific specimen and it like speaks out to you, get it, because there are so many different varieties out there. And the one that I have now that makes me feel like I've crossed it off my list is the Hoya clemensorium jungle. Is a jungle splash. It's also one from Arid Markets. I actually saw him like in person for the very first time at the last My Botanica in that one, in Germany. And yeah, he gifted that one to me, which was so, so sweet of him. Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. And it's doing very well. It's given me a really long tendril and its first new leaf in my care. But I need to pot it up. I need to get it out of moss. But it's doing very well. Very well. I'm so happy with that one. So yeah, that one is the one that made me feel like I've crossed Clemensorium off my list. But the first one that I've got, I don't know. I'm actually thinking about parting with that one because it's not, I don't know. Maybe I'll see how it does. But I don't know. It's giving me a really long tendril. It's not, the new leaves that it gives me are very weird and like crinkly and I don't know. I don't really like that one. So I'm going to maybe give it like a different situation and see how it grows. And if I then still don't like it, then I will end up parting with it. But either way, I crossed Clemensorium off my list. And then the two philodendron that I had on my list was the Squamicale Red. I found that one, oh my word, at my very first plant market that I went to in 2025, and that was the one in Maastricht. And Downtown Plant Club had this plant. It's so beautiful. However, it has been a drama queen for me. It's definitely one of my more difficult philodendron. I have it in a prop box at the moment in my Spider Farmer plant stand, and it has given me a new leaf there. It has, and it does look very, very nice. So I can also see some new roots because I did have some rotting going on, and I put it in moss to kind of rehab it, and I do see new roots, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I'm struggling a little bit with that one, and I'm still trying to suss it out, but I feel like I'm on the right path. But either way, it's beautiful, beautiful. That one would have definitely crossed over to my 2026 list if I didn't find it this last year, because I think it's absolutely stunning. And then Philodendron Patriciae. Oh, I got a little baby one of this, and it also seems to be a very easy plant. It's giving me a couple of new leaves. It's so stunning. Oh, I love watching this plant grow. I just love pendant plants, and it's doing very well. It's living in my cabinet behind me, and it's given, like I said, it's given me a couple of new leaves. I've potted it up in quite a nice size pot now, and I'm so excited to watch that one grow. I'm so happy about that one. I got that one also on plants.com. They never fail me. Maybe I should message them and ask them to do like a collaboration or something like that. I have so many plants from them. So many plants. Oh my word. Most of my collection is definitely from plants.com. But yeah, very excited about the Patriciae and to watch that one grow in 2026. Oh, we're not even in allocated territory yet. Jesus, Jacqueline, moving on. Cacti and succulents, I put two on this list. I only got one of them, and that is the wait, what am I saying? No, I didn't. I got two of them. Yeah, I got two of them. So I got the Euphorbia obesa, which I ended up getting from Exotica, which is actually it's a garden center here in Belgium, and you can order from them online. You can also go there. I do want to go there. I do want to go there next year because I've heard that it is amazing to go there. But yeah, it is such a cute one. It's not really grown much for me. It has flowered for me a couple of times, but it's living on my south-facing window. It seems to be doing well. Like I said, it's flowered for me. It seems to be happy. I don't really see a lot of new growth on this one. Maybe I need to water it a little bit more than I do, because I do forget that Euphorbia. I always link it in with my cacti because I water my succulents more than my cacti, but I also don't water them that much. So I don't know, maybe it will grow a little bit more if I water it a little bit more. Any tips on the Euphorbia obesa? It's just not really, it's adorable and I love it, but it's not really seemed to grow for me. So yeah, if you have any tips on that one, let me know. But that one is also definitely one that if I didn't get it this last year, I would move it on to my 2026 list because I love it. I think it's so adorable. It really is. And then the cacti, so that was a succulent. So the cacti that I crossed on my list was the baby cactus, which was in my top 10 favorites list. And I love that plant. I think it's so, so cool. It always makes me like get this cheeky grin on my face. I just love it. I love cool, different quirky, like weird cacti and succulents. I just love them. Like the weirder and quirkier, the better. I just love it. And it's so different than, you know, like the regular cacti that you see in every garden center, you know. It's so cool. It's also the name. I mean, I know that the nickname is like the booby cactus, but the actual like full name of it is so cool. It's like a mouthful. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. I don't think you can. I don't know. But it's so cool. And it's grown really, really well for me. Really well this last year for me. I got it at my very first My Botanica in May, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, very, very happy about that one. I did go out of my way to find that one because there also wasn't a lot. I've not seen that plant very frequently this last year, even at plant markets. It's definitely one you've got to go out and look for. But I love it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, that's the two cacti and succulents. And then, wait. I'm trying to do these and like categorize them. No, we'll do alocasia last. Leave the base for last. Rhaphidophora foraminifera. So I wanted just the regular one. I didn't end up getting the regular one. I actually ended up getting the variegated version of this plant from Aroid Markets in my import that I did. It has been a little bit more of a I wouldn't say a difficult one, just a very slow growing one. I'm actually in January, I need to do a like moss pole maintenance video and also give you guys an update on the plants that I have on the plant scraper moss poles, because I have mentioned a couple of times now that the moss poles that I used to have, like the older ones, the ones that you can just buy off Amazon or on Temu or where you can buy them anywhere, they are breaking on me, like they're cracking. And maybe I am just a little bit rough with my moss poles, I don't know, but they're just not, maybe it's the specific ones that I have, I don't know, because I know there's lots of different companies that sell them, but they keep on cracking and breaking on me, so I'm having to like replace them on some plants. I can't do that because they are so attached and so rooted that I'm not going to be able to do that transfer. But this Rhaphidophora foraminifera variegated that I have it on an old moss pole, same situation, it's cracking. It's not even attached to the moss pole completely. So I want to put it on a plant scraper moss pole. So there will be a video coming up. I really want to get the best out of that plant in 2026. I actually have a Rhaphidophora megasperma gorillan something, I don't know, that's a long name as well, which also gives me those vibes. It's got like beautiful minty variegation, and it's also got that like sectoral, like that's fenestrating, like near the center of the leaf. So that one also kind of scratches that itch, but the foraminifera has very distinct like veining on it, and it's that I love. I love that. So yeah, I want to get the most out of that plant, but I do feel like I've scratched it off my list. It's just it's variegated, so it might be a little bit more difficult. It's not super variegated, my one anyway, but I do want to get the best out of that plant. I am very excited to, you know, get my hands into that one and see where it takes me in the new year. And then oh my word, I should have done like 2 separate videos. I'm trying to go through these fast, guys. I'm trying my best. Okay, so the alocasia that I crossed off my list is the oh wait, no, let's do alocasia last. I just noticed there's another one, Monstera escalato, also from Aroid Markets. That one has also been a little bit more on the slower side this last year, but it finally seems to be happy. I moved it on, again, it was on the same, those crappy old moss poles. I moved it wasn't attaching. I don't know what that is, but it just wasn't attaching. I moved it onto the plant scraper moss poles, and I'm also having a much better time keeping those moss poles moist, whereas I wasn't before with the older versions, or like the cheaper versions, I should say. Then again, there's not much of a price difference between the two. But anyway, the escalato has finally attached itself to the moss pole. It's given me 2 new beautiful leaves, and it finally seems to be kicking off and doing really well. So I'm very excited about that one. And yeah, I'm so happy about that one. It's just so stunning. It's so stunning. Oh, I'm so happy about that one. And then the alocasia. The alocasia. Okay, I'm going to start a new clip because my camera's overheating. And when it does that, I sometimes lose footage. Sorry if you can hear that in the background. It's washing machine. It's almost done, which means I'm going to have to hang it up just now. Alocasia. Yeah, no, this is from my official wish list. And then I'll move on to the plants that I ended up adding like throughout. Alocasia, so the 2 pink alocasia that I got in last year, which were also on my top 10 favorites list, is the pink bambino and the pink black velvet. Such beautiful plants. Both of them. And I want to say the bambino has not given me any grief. It has not given me any grief. The pink black velvet, that's another story. That one has given me a little bit of a headache because I've had to purchase that plant twice this last year. The first one that I purchased in May at My Botanica did not make it. I do not have that one anymore. But the second one that I purchased, I got that one from, I think it was Jungle Leaves. It was at the plant market in Eindhoven. And yeah, that one's doing really, really well. Like, it's given me 3 new leaves since I've gotten it. It's doing very, very well, and I absolutely love it. And I cannot believe I was able to cross those 2 off my wish list. They have gone down in price like you cannot believe this last year. It's just mind-blowing. So those are definitely 2 alocasia that if you have them on your wish list and you're living in Europe anyway, do it. Do it, because they have gone down in price so much. I feel like they are the best price that they can be right now. And I don't feel like they're going to go down any more than they have, to be fair. So, but yeah, I'm very happy about those, very happy. And then I can move on to my other notes that I've made today. How is my camera doing? It's doing okay. Oh yeah, so these are just plants that I added throughout 2025, and I do have all of them. So yeah, they were ones that I added onto my wish list, and I went ahead and started looking for them, and I got them quite quickly at quite good prices, which was just like a happy surprise, honestly. Because if I didn't, these were all plants that all of them, if I didn't get, I mean, one of them was even, 2 of them, oh my word. 2 of them were gifts. 2 of them were gifts. That blows my mind. I'm going to end with my favorite one out of all of, like, this list, not out of all of the ones that I've already gotten, but the philodendron gigas. So yeah, that one was one that I put on my wish list quite quickly after I did my video of last year. And I got that one quite quickly because I was able to get it at my work, and it was a week deal. So at certain points in the year, my work, like the grower that we buy from, they do like weekly deals. And philodendron gigas was one of those deals. I was able to get a philodendron gigas for, how much did I pay for it? It was, I don't remember. I know it was less than 20 euros. It was less than 20 euros, and it already had like 5 to 6 leaves. And I've put this plant on a moss pole, and it has just absolutely exploded this last year. It's just gone insane. And it also made my favorites list of this last year. It's so beautiful. You see what I mean? I'm like having a hard time, and I don't even have the plants with me. It's just, I can imagine, I can see the footage that you guys are looking at. It's just stunning plant. Oh my word, there's a lot of Hoya on you. Okay, let's do the Hoyas last. Alocasia mycorrhiza albo. Oh, my camera's gonna die. Okay, had to take a short break and hang up the washing and put on the 4th load of today. But anyway, I was just about to talk about the Alocasia mycorrhiza albo, and I was able to scratch that off my wish list. I saw one for 30 euros at the rare plant market, no, the plant festival. That's the first ever edition of Mr. Plants Festival. And yeah, I saw one for 30 euros. I thought it was such a beautiful specimen. I was like, okay, you're coming home with me. And it's also one that I've not really seen a lot of, and if I have seen it, it was quite on the expensive side. Like, I'm talking like 70 euros or something like that for a baby one. And the one that I got, I feel like it was just over that like juvenile phase. And it has given me 2 new leaves since I've had it. It does at the moment have thrips. So I do have like one of those like sachets on it, and it does seem to help. Honestly, I don't even see damage from the thrips. It was only the fact that I could see one that I was like, oh, there's a thrip on there. Maybe it was just the one off, I don't know. But yeah, it seems to be doing well. It's not rooting as quickly as I thought a mycorrhiza would, because I've got the, no wait, that's a Gagayana. I know that there's, I didn't know this, but there is a difference between the Gagayana and the mycorrhiza. Maybe the Gagayana would be a little bit easier because I find that that one is such a fast grower, the Gagayana. I have the Aurea of Gagayana. That one also was very, very close to hitting my favorites, top 10 favorites list of 2025, but again, it was very difficult making that list. Okay, it was very difficult. But yeah, the elbow was just one that I added to my list, and it did take me a while to like find one, and I remember I first settled for the Okinawa Silver. That one is, however, a very slow grower, and I wanted a mycorrhiza because I heard that one was like very, very easy. And I think that the elbow variegation on the mycorrhiza is so stunning, so stunning. So yeah, I'm very happy about that one. And then the last two I'll mention are like the gift ones. But then I got the Hoya Coriacea Silver. Again, also one that I did not think I was going to scratch off my list. I saw it and I was like, okay, I'm going to add it to the list, but it's quite an expensive one. But I was able to get a cutting from Perfect Hoya. It was a 2-leaf cutting, but it was quite big leaves. And I paid 20 euros for this cutting, and I thought, okay, that's a really good deal. One, it's from Perfect Hoya, and I've always had great success rooting cuttings from her. And two, I trust that it's going to be okay. And three, I also have a very good time rooting Hoyas, so I wasn't really mad about that. The Hoya Silver Dollar was also actually one of my most recent purchases. I got a cutting from Sandy, from San Hoya, and I don't remember what I paid for it. I don't remember. But I remember I got a couple of cuttings. I remember spending 99 euros, but these were like amazing prices for cuttings because the actual plants were, it's like something like scratching on the door, but Lexi's right behind me. I don't know what that is. Oh, I just put the wash on. Maybe it's like a button hit. Yeah, it is. It's a button hitting the side of the washing machine. Okay, yeah, the Silver Dollar was also one that I had my eye on for quite a while, and then I decided, okay, I'm going to add it to the wish list. And I'd been looking for it, and it was just so expensive. And also at these markets, especially when you see like such a huge variety of Hoyas, a lot of me thinks, okay, well, I just get, it's like a feeling. It's a feeling that I have to have with growers. And like San Hoya, Perfect Hoya, Hoya Greenhouse. Like I know if I buy cuttings from them or like baby plants from them that they're going to be okay. I guess I just need to try with the others. I mean, Hoyas are very easy to propagate, and I feel like the Hoya world has become so big that I feel like anyone can grow them. So, but anyway, her one was beautiful, beautiful specimen. Stunning. So yeah, I'm very happy about that one. Very happy. I just love, and you're gonna see by my new wish list that I've got some Silver Hoya on there. I love them. Then the Hoya Mathilde variegated, also a cutting I got from Sandy from San Hoya. Oh, I love that one. It's already given me, like, it's on its new set of leaves. So it's on the next 3rd and 4th leaf now. It's growing at the same rate as I knew a Mathilde would. So yeah, I'm so excited about that one. I'm so happy I was able to cross it off my wish list. It's so adorable. The new growth on the Mathilde, I just absolutely love it. And like the variegation on it, it comes out like that pinky, oh. I'm so happy about that, so happy. And it is one that I've seen at plant markets, but they were just way too expensive for me to buy like a full plant. Even some people that were just like selling cuttings, I just thought it was expensive. I honestly don't remember. I'm usually good at remembering what I paid for my plants. I don't remember, but I just remember thinking, wow. Okay, this one was one that I was going to put on my top 10 favorite, but because I only purchased it in September, I didn't do it because I wanted to do plants that I've had for longer than like 6 months. So, you know, that's why it was so difficult making that list. Hoya Argentea Princess. This has to be like one of my favorite plants lately. Like I said, I wanted to put it on my top 10, but I wanted to keep to that rule of at least owning the plant for a certain amount of months. But yeah, the Hoya Argentea Princess, I got that one from Houseplant Joy. I cannot believe I only paid 50 euros for that plant. It was already like a plant. It was established. It had roots. It had about 5 to 6 leaves when I got it. It was actively growing. It never shocked when I brought it here. All of the plants, that's another grower that I forgot to mention, Houseplant Joy. I've bought cuttings of her, all Hoya off her. Amazing, amazing quality, and just you can tell that these plants are so happy and that she really like takes care of them. So yeah, when I saw that she had an Argentea Princess, it was the only one. It was also at the plant festival. Yeah, that's right. That was my most expensive thing that I bought, 50 euros. But oh my word, if you see how much this plant goes for and how like even cuttings for this plant goes for, I was like, excuse me. I actually saw it and I came back and got it. But yeah, I'm so happy about that plant. It's beautiful. It just ticks all the boxes. Variegated, silver. It's a Carnosa variety. Like it's living in my cabinet, but it grows so fast and it's, I just love it. I love it. And like the pinkish reddish stems. It's a beautiful plant. It's an absolute stunning plant. I just love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, and then the 2 plants that I was gifted this last year that got onto my wish list was I'm going to end with my favorite one out of a lot. The one was the Anthurium Bockrii. I don't know if it's Bockrii or Bock. I don't know the right way of saying this, but yeah. Noriza gifted me this one in like the Christmas Advent calendar thing that we did. Which was a couple of videos ago. I had so much fun putting that together for her and obviously also opening her gifts to me. We both had such like different selections. It was so much fun. But yeah, she gave me a Bockrii and I don't know the right way of saying it. It's irritating me that I don't know the right way of saying it. And usually that doesn't bother me. But it's because it's a wish list one, you know? But yeah, it's a pendant Anthurium and I actually tried this last year with a seedling. And there were a couple of seedlings in there, but none of them made it. Like none of them did well, none of them even, I think one of them sprouted, but that very quickly died. I don't know, but they didn't make it. And when I unboxed that little one, it only like hit me afterwards, like, oh my word. Like I really wanted this one. I really tried to grow this one from a seedling, from like a seed, not a seed. Like it wasn't a seedling yet. From a seed, but it was like germinated and everything. Like it did have signs of like little baby roots and growth and all of that. So I don't know, it didn't do very well. But Noriza gave me one. It's got 2 new leaves. It's actually giving me another leaf as well. I just have it in like this little dome with sphagnum moss and that. I'm just keeping it in there under high humidity and hopefully it does well. But it's got more leaves than what I ever had, gotten out of the seed. But yeah, I'm very excited about that one. Very excited to watch that one grow next year. Well, by the time when you guys see this video, it will officially be the 1st of January. So happy New Year. I figured 1st of January is the perfect time to post this video to talk about my plants of last year, which was literally like yesterday, and share my new wish list. And then the number 1 that I added onto my wish list throughout 2025 and I got as a gift was the Anthurium magnificum crossed with luxurians. Anne's Jungle gifted me this at My Botanica in Hum. I met her there. She's so nice, so sweet. And yeah, she has said she had a couple of seedlings that she wanted to gift me. She also gifted me other plants as well. Like, whenever I think of this, I just feel like an overwhelming amount of appreciation, you know. I just cannot believe I have that plant, and the fact that it was gifted to me by Anne, and she follows me, she watches my videos. I just really appreciate it. So thank you again, Anne. That was so nice of you. You did not have to do that. If you had had that and you told me, I probably would have purchased it off you. But yeah, I'm so happy I've got that plant, so happily. It's already given me 2 new leaves in my care. I do think it had thrips for a little bit. I don't know. It seems to be quite a hardy one. It's also in pond, which does make me a little bit nervous. I don't know. I'm still debating on whether I'm going to take it out of pond or not. I don't know. I do want to try though, but it just makes me nervous. I don't know. But anyway, it's doing well. It's giving me 2 new leaves, and yeah, I just cannot believe I've got it. I searched for this plant. Okay, I searched for this plant. It was on plants.com, but it was out of stock for months. And then It's so sweet that she gifted me that. It just, yeah, I love it. I absolutely love a plant. It's in my cabinet. It's right here at the front on the shelf. So it's like one of the first plants I can see. I just love it. Love it. Okay. And then, how long have I been filming for? A long time, way too long. This is gonna be a long video. Anyway, my new wish list. So obviously the plants that were on my previous wish list, what is it? Okay, plants that were on the previous, I'm just gonna go through them. And that was the Tephro-cactus geometricus, like the ball cactus, that, you know, that makes like those cute little balls. Yeah, I did see a couple of those, but I never ended up getting one. I don't know, there was just none that really spoke to me. I did see them at the plant markets. Not a lot, but it was actually always at a My Botanica. That's right. It wasn't at the smaller plant markets. It was always at a My Botanica, and I was always just overwhelmed by the amount of plants that I couldn't really like focus in, if you know what I mean. And I ended up getting plants that were not on my wish list and not on my radar, but just spoke to me there in the moment. And none of the ones that I saw spoke to me. So that's why I don't have that one. But I do still really want that one. I love the growth pattern of this one. It's so cute. So yeah, I do still want to get that one. That one is still on my wish list. What have I got here? Oh yeah, I had a begonia malacosticta. I think that's the right way of saying it. That was also a plant that I did not see. I wasn't really looking for it, but I didn't see that one anyway. And there must have been, but I feel like the terrarium begonia, you don't have a lot of sellers that sell that. I said in my plant tag video that I did that I want to get more into begonia, and I have noticed that I've just been drawn to them a little bit more. I actually have a new begonia that I'm going to show you in my collection walkthrough, which will be my next video after this one, that I'm so excited about. But yeah, I just like terrarium begonia. Growing them in a terrarium, I'm having a good time with, and I'm really enjoying the low maintenance, and they are stunning. They are so unique. So yeah, I didn't get the malacosticta, but I do really want that one. And then I also had a Avonia papyracea. Also one that I've just not seen. I've not seen it anywhere. So yeah, that one is also still on my 2026 list. The Alocasia pancacbornesis is also one that's still on my list, and I actually did see this one, and I actually completely forgot about it. And I only saw it when I was editing that video, that I think it was Natura Select had some at the last plant market that I went to in October, like the week after My Botanica, and they did have that one, and I didn't get it, but I do still want that one. It does give me Venusta vibes, and Venusta was, oh yes, that's one that I forgot. Alocasia Venusta was also one that I added onto my wish list, and I got very quickly. That's why I've forgotten about it. But yeah, the Alocasia Venusta, that one was also, I added that on my wish list of 2025, and I did end up getting that one. It's also one that I have not seen very frequently. So I was very happy that I got it there and then in the moment. And I did not pay a lot of money for it. I think it was like 15 euros. The pancacbornesis looks very similar to that, I feel, but it's shinier. The Venusta is more velvety, whereas the pancacbornesis is more like shiny. I would still like that, to have that one. I would still like to try that one. And then the last one that I have on my list, which of course, I mean, if you watched my plant tag video, you would have known that the Alocasia Regal Shield Variegata. I really want one. The Alocasia Regal Shield is my all-time favorite plant. I just really want an elbow. I have such a great time growing that plant. It is my easiest house plant. And it's an Alocasia. I need one, but they're still a little bit too expensive for me. So maybe in 2026 I'll get one, maybe. And then we're talking about Alocasia anyway. So let's move on to the 2026 wish list, the plants that I've added onto my list. And I've made these in the last couple of days. They're just like things that I've saved on my phone. I went onto the website of Grow Tropicals. It's a seller in, it's a website in they probably buy import from the Netherlands and all of that, but they only ship within the UK. But I hear Good Growing and the Jungle Haven talk about this website a lot, and they do have an amazing selection of plants. So I go on there sometimes just to like have a nosy look-see. And yeah, I just, oh, they've got stunning plants. So yeah, alocasia. My alocasia list is actually not that, I have a lot of alocasia anyway, so it's not that big. My Hoya list is the longest. So alocasia, black velvet, gold. So I know there is speculation between like the aurea and the gold, and is it the same one? And I've done a little bit of research on it, and they are two separate plants. A lot of people will not see the difference between the two, but there is a difference, and I want the gold version. Also one that I don't think is, it's kind of like the pink variegation. I feel like it took a while to go down in price, but once it did, it really went down. So I'm hoping that's going to be the same situation. I see a lot of black velvet aurea, but I want the gold. I want the gold one. It's stunning. The aurea one, to me, it doesn't look sick, but I don't know. I want the gold one. The gold one looks different to the aurea, to me anyway. I mean, it's just my opinion, obviously. I think it's beautiful. I've actually got 3 variegated alocasia on this list. The Nobilis pink. So now that I have had a go at the regular Nobilis, and it has been quite easy, quite low maintenance, not really giving me much of a fuss, I do want to give the pink one a try. It's also one that's not really gone down in price that much. Downtown Plant Club, whenever they do their sales, I always have a look because you can also pick specific ones. Yeah. I do really want a pink Nobilis. I think they're stunning. I think they're absolutely stunning. Because I've had the regular one now, and I know it's an easy one, I feel like I can go for the variegated one. And I think it's going to be okay, but I would really like the pink version of the Nobilis. I think it's such a beautiful plant. Stunning. The next is the Maharani variegata. I actually recently got a Maharani, so I have the, I actually also, we get like mixed trays in at work, and sometimes there's like a Milo in between there, and this one little baby Milo just spoke to me, even though I didn't have a Milo anymore. Well, I do, I have corms, but they've not done anything for like a year. So I decided to go ahead and get this little baby Milo. It's so stinking cute. But yeah, I also got the Maharani because I'd been told that the Maharani is like the easier version of the Milo. Although I prefer the shape and the texture of the Milo, I can appreciate a Maharani. And we also have the Dragon Moon, which is just, to me, it looks almost the same, but it's a different hybrid of alocasia. But yeah, so I did recently get the Maharani, and it is a very, very easy one. It's already popped out 2 new leaves. I actually haven't shared it with you guys. I haven't shown you guys this plant, but you guys will see that in my collection walkthrough. I've just been keeping it in a prop box, you know, it's been very, very cold, and I did ship it in an okay week, actually. It was a couple of weeks ago, and it was still okay temperatures, but yeah, I've just been keeping it in a prop box to keep it happy until I do something with it. But I would really like the variegated version of that one because it's quite a fast grow. Like the fact that it's already given me 2 new leaves, that's the fastest that an alocasia has given me a new leaf, especially like a new one that I've gotten. So yeah, I would really like to try the variegated one. And I love silver plants, and like the silver with the white variegation is beautiful, stunning. So yeah, I would really like a variegated one. I think that would be a lovely addition to my alocasia collection. And then this one is one that I actually have had in the past before, but it died on me. And it is the Alocasia sinuata. And I did not know this until Claire from the Jungle Haven spoke about this, but yeah, I didn't know until she spoke about this, but this is actually a plant that is cultivated now because it is extinct in the wild. I unfortunately don't see it in the wild anymore, which is sad. So I don't know, I feel like I should have appreciated that plant a little bit more, but I did really try with that plant. It was actually a plant that I bought for Mitch for Valentine's 2 years ago. And it was a very, very temperamental plant, very temperamental. And actually, funny enough, got it from my work. It was one of those like special deals, and I've not seen one again at work or in a garden center actually. but I would really like to try a sinuata again. It's also one that you can get one, a baby one, not very expensive. And it's also one that makes corms very, very quickly. I do remember that. But yeah, I don't have that one anymore, and I would like to add that to my collection again and give it another go, because I feel like I've learned a lot about alocasia within like the last 2 years. I want to give it another go. So yeah, I did add that one to my list. And those are all of the alocasia, which is very, very surprising. But like I said, I've got a lot of alocasia and I don't want to fill up my cup too much. And then the anthurium, also not a lot. I have acquired a lot of new anthuriums this last year. So that's why I only have 2 anthurium on this list. And if you watched my plant tag, you would have, or one of my previous videos, I don't remember when I talked about this, but I would really like another dock block hybrid, because I see a lot of dock blocks being tissue cultured lately, and I just want, this is a plant that I also want to purchase in person, unless it's like a specific picture online. But I know that Casa Botanica, they exclusively sell dock blocks, and they also, I think, do like specific photos. But anyway, I know that they also, you know, they go to My Botanica and all of that. So fingers crossed, fingers crossed. But I would really like a dark and handsome crossed with a red velvet cake. Yeah, we've just had such great success with the dock block Michelle. That's also a plant that we're seeing, I said before, seeing tissue cultured a lot more, which does make me a little bit sad, but you know, everyone wants one, I guess. And I feel like the Michelle, they all look the same, you know, but the dark and handsome red velvet cake are just, I think it's such a beautiful anthurium. It really, really is. I can get one for, I think the last time I looked, it was 150 euros. But again, I want to choose my own. And I'm not 100% sure that the picture on the website is exactly what you're going to get. I don't think it is. And again, like I said, if I'm going to spend that much money on a plant, I want to choose it myself, because that would be like one of the most expensive things that, to this day, still 170 is the most that I've spent on a plant. And that was right at the beginning, like Corona times, you know, Monstera albo, those days. So yeah, 150 euros on anthurium. I wouldn't, I'm not mad about that, because it is a dock block, and just from what I've seen, that like the hybrids that he makes, I would really like another one, and that specific one is stunning. I specifically want like a elongated one, like the more longer leaves, but oh, that's such a stunning anthurium. So beautiful. So yeah, I've had my eye on that one. I don't think that's one that's going to go down in price at all. And I would really like to get one before like the mass of tissue culture starts popping up, you know, which I guess already is. It's behind the scenes. We just don't know about it, but you know, like exclusively getting one, you know what I mean? And then the second anthurium I have on my list is the rugulosum. I don't know if that's the right way of saying it, but it is. Every single time I've only seen this plant being sold at Equigenera, and it's always been at the plant stand, and I always go there first to film that stand. I always see one, and then I move about onto the next stand, and I don't like stop and think, remember you wanted that anthurium. So yeah, I would really like one of those. I just love the texture on this plant. It is stunning, and I would love to give it a go, because it's so different to, I have a lot of like veiny, dark velvet anthurium, and that one's just so different. I want to give it a go. I think it's such a cool looking anthurium, and it just always catches my eye, So yeah, I would really love that one. And then the philodendron, I only have one philodendron on my wish list, and that is the philodendron verrucosum crossed with a billietiae. I don't know what they're calling it. Is it called a billycosum or something like that? But I would really like to try that hybrid. My Billy made my favorites list of this year, and it has been on favorites lists many times this last year. It's so big and beautiful, and given me no grief this last year, 2 years, 3 years probably. No, 2.5 years, something like that. I don't even know how long I've had this plant. It's just, I love it. I absolutely love it. And I love the verrucosum, but I cannot keep this plant happy. I can keep it alive, no problem, but I cannot keep it happy. It just always looks crisped up, horrible, always has spider mites. Even in a prop box, it always has spider mites. I don't know. I just don't have a good time with it. So I feel like the billy, I'm hoping that like the billy side of the hybrid will cross off, you know, the irritating traits of the verrucosum. But I just think it's a beautiful plant as well. It still has that like elongated leaf, but you can see some of those verrucosum traits, and yeah, I would really love that plant. It's also one that I've not seen I think the first time I saw one in person was when I was helping Captain Aroid move greenhouse. That was the first time I saw one in person, and it's stunning. Even the babies, oh, it's stunning. It's absolutely beautiful. I actually should message him and ask him, where does he sell those to? Oh, I might do that. And then I've added three. I've added 3 begonia to this wish list. I cannot believe I'm saying that. That's actually coming out of my mouth. So the begonia listata. Now I feel like this is a begonia that you see quite a lot online, and I've seen that like in other countries, it's one that's quite common and you can find quite quickly, but it's not one that I have seen. I've seen it online. It's not one that I've seen very often at plant markets, but again, begonia in general, you just do not see very often here in Europe, I feel like. But yeah, I would really love that one. It's such a beautiful, and it's just like so, I mean, each and every single begonia to me looks so different. Like I feel like you can get a lot of Hoyas that look the same, a lot of philodendron that look the same, a lot of anthurium that look the same. But I feel like with begonia, there's always something that looks different in each and every single one. I just love that. So yeah, listata, beautiful. I think it's stunning. And then I'm going to take a quick break because my camera is going to overheat. Okay, my camera was overheating. Oh, it's the only thing with the floor heating being on now. Even with having like a fan on, it still overheats. Very, very annoying. Anyway. So I've covered all of them. I don't have any like new cacti or succulents onto my list. It's one of those things that when I see a cool and unusual cacti or succulent, I just get it there and then in the moment. I don't really like actively go out and look for them. I feel like my algorithm lately is more, it's always been alocasia, Hoya, and lately begonia as well. And anthuriums are always just round and about. So yeah, they just pop up there anyway. But anyway, Hoyas, definitely the longest list. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8 Hoyas that I've added to my wish list. So one Hoya that I did add onto my wish list last year, like throughout the year. I'm just gonna double check. Yeah, so one that I did add throughout 2025 was the Hoya polynera inner variegated. I didn't add the outer variegated one, even though I did like secretly want that one. But yeah, it was specifically the inner variegated one that I really, really wanted. I have seen a lot of them, but for me, they're still a little bit more on the pricey side, which I don't really get because polynera are so easy to propagate. But I feel like Hoya in general, the prices go down very, very slowly, which is weird because again, considering they're so easy to propagate, like it's just cut and put it in whatever you want and it'll root. So yeah, the Hoya polynera variegated is moving on to my 2026 list. And then I've got a lot of silver Hoya. I've been a little bit obsessed with silver Hoya this last year. So I've got latifolia silver. Now I know there's latifolia silver splash or latifolia splash silver, or I don't know. There's lots of different names, but I just want a latifolia silver, not like with splashy silveriness. I want one like the dinner plate latifolia that I've got. It's also, I know that people are still confused with like macrophylla and latifolia, but macrophylla is latifolia. It's been like renamed this last year. So, because I also got very confused with that because you see a lot of like Hoya macrophylla variegata, and that is the latifolia albo marginata or something like that. I don't know. It's very confusing. It is very confusing. but it's latifolia. It's just latifolia. But yeah, I really want the silver one, like the pure silver one. I just think that would look, big leaves like that with like completely silver. Oh, I think that would be so, so stunning. Yeah, I love silver Hoya. And big leaf, chunky, beefy Hoyas. Oh, I love it. And the latifolias all in general are just so easy as well. So yeah, I would really, really like that. And then another silver one is the Cordata Argene. I hope I'm saying that the right way. Oh my word. When I saw this, I was like, is this AI? Is it? I don't know. It's hard to tell these days online. It really is. But the Argene, I clicked on that hashtag, and ever since I've done that, I just like see it popping up every now and then, and it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And obviously I love the Cordata. I love the Cordata. But that silver, oh, I think that would just look so stunning. So stunning. So yeah, that was no question about it. When I saw it, I was like, yes, please. Then I've got the Grey Fairy. Now, I've also seen like Matilde silver. So I don't really know. I think it's specifically the one that I was looking at was the Grey Fairy, because it's got like those cute round leaves and they're completely silver. Sorry if you can hear that washing machine. But yeah, I would really love that one. It reminds me of a Matilde, it does, but it's like the silver version. So I don't really know, is it Matilde silver or is it Grey Fairy, or I don't know. I haven't done more research into that, but I just really would love a Hoya with those cute round leaves, but just like completely silver. I think that would look so adorable. And if it's as easy as like a Matilde would be, definitely. And then this one is one that I actually did end up purchasing this last year, but it rotted on me, and I got it from Casa Botanica. They did give me a complete refund. It was definitely rotting before I did anything with it, because they did say to not repot it within the first like 30 days of having it. But the way that this one rotted, like it went actually from the stem like upwards, there was definitely already rotting going on there. There was like no ways that was just from me repotting it. Is the Hoya Vangvigiensis. I think that's the right way of saying it. Yeah. Also one that's not super expensive. I can get my hands on easily. I am a little bit nervous to order that one again. I don't know. Maybe it was just like a one-off, but I would still really, really like that one. I loved like the texture of this plant. It just looks so, like, it looks like I want to say 3D, but it looks like the leaf is like coming out at you, like popping out. It's so pretty, like the veining. And it's just like a simple green Hoya, but I just really there's something about it. There's just something about it that I really appreciate it. And I would really, really love to try and grow one. I've also seen that it's one that can flower quite easily. I've had a very good time with getting my Hoyas to flower, so I really, really do want to give that one a try again and get that one again, because I think it's so cool. It's just so different. Like I have a lot of Hoyas with like variegation and splashiness and black margins and veining and all of that, but it's just like a simple green Hoya, but with like those pronounced like veins that look like they want to pop out at you. I love that. And then of course I've got the Hoya Polynera Yasminka. Oh, stunning Polynera. I mean, there's nothing much to say about this plant. It is so, so beautiful. Like the outer variegation with like the inside is all like silvery. This plant just ticks every single box for me. When it comes to Hoyas, it's just so beautiful. So beautiful. So yeah, when I saw that, I was also just like, yes, please. I would love to grow that one. It's so, so pretty. And then I have, I also wrote down, the Cordata variegata. So that is a very expensive plant. Still very, very expensive. But I think like the pinkiness in there, and then I can imagine like when it sun stresses as well. Oh, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, Hoyas go down in price very, very slowly. So I don't see myself getting one next year. I don't know. I don't think the prices are really going to go down on that one. I don't think so. But it's such a beautiful one. It's so beautiful. It, again, also just ticks every single box for me. I love Cordata. I love like the ribbly leaves. but then like with like the variegation in the center, and oh, I just love it. I love it. And then this is also a plant that I have had this last year, but it has died on me. And that is the Hoya Hushkaliana variegata. Mom gave me a little cutting of hers that she got, and we got that at the beginning of the year. We went to a garden center in the Netherlands. I remember I think it was, garden center was it? I don't remember. But yeah, she got one. She paid €9. It was this cute, it was small, but it was like a full little basket. And it was like €9. No, it was cheaper than that. It was $6.95. That's right. I remember it was $6.95. I don't know why €9 popped into my head. It was $6.95. And it was a full one. It was a full one. Yeah, I would really like one, like a full one, not a cutting or anything like that. I would just really like to get a nice full one. It's definitely true what they say, that it's not easy to get this one to root, because it took forever for mine to root. It rooted, I think I potted it up way too soon, and then it just rotted, unfortunately. I tried to root it again, but it just turned to mush. It didn't work. It just died. So yeah, I would really like one of those, like a full basket. I think they are the most cutest leaves. And the blooms that this one also gets are so cute. Yeah, I got my eye out for a nice full one of this. Please, I'm putting it out there in the universe, please. And then the last Hoya on my list is the Hoya Wibergia. I don't know. All the names are on screen anyway. But yeah, this one has got really pretty pink splashes on the leaves. And it's also got that really, like, it's a beefy leaf. It's got like that beautiful veining and then that splashy pinkness. It's just, yeah, it's very different looking to any Hoya that I have. And I don't think I've got any Hoya that have like pink splashes, apart from like when it's sun stresses. But I don't think I do. It looks kind of like the Rangsang, except the splashiness is like pink. It kind of looks like that a little bit, but the leaves are a little bit more beefy. Yeah, I would really like to try the one. It's also one that I've seen a couple of times. I think Downtown Plant Club also sells it, but I would really like to try with that one, see how it grows and how it does in my collection. That's just what I'm like intrigued of, is you see people growing them online, you see them on Instagram, but I'm really intrigued to find out how I can grow it and how it will grow in my home. That's what really fascinates me. So yeah, you guys, I've been talking for such a long time, and if you have made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. But I had so much fun talking and drooling over all of these plants with you guys. Let me know, what is your top wish list plant? Put that in the comments. I already answered that question in one of my last videos, and that is the Regal Shield Elbow. That's definitely my top wish list plant. Oh, please, I'm also putting it out there in the universe. Please, I want that one this year. I really want that one. Oh, keeping my fingers crossed for that one, but we'll see. I'm excited to see what the new year brings us. Okay, Mitch has just left to pick up the kids, so within the next hour, chaos is going to arrive. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Like I said, in the comments, leave. I can't talk anymore. Leave a comment down below of your top, or even if it's like your top 3 favorite, like your wish list, your big time like wish list, you know, just like go crazy. Even if it's a plant that you think that you're never going to get. I got plants this year that I was like, I'm never going to get those. Never going to get them. They're going to be way too expensive. But I did end up getting them because they just dropped in price, or you just found a good deal, or you know what I mean? So yeah. Leave a comment down below. If you watch this video all the way to the end, leave a star emoji for, you know, the beginning of the new year. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. And if you did watch this video to the end, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And I love seeing those emojis pop up in the comments. So yeah, like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe along for more. And I hope to see you in my next video. You need a brush again, my girl. Yeah, the washing machine is about to do its last cycle and then her ears go whoo-hoo. Bully. Bully, bully. Okay. She's not moving for a change. Bye.